let's see now, is that about right for you?
Yeah, it should be.
We've got
Look down a little bit more.
Yeah, just a tad.
How's that?
That's lovely.
Right, now if I get that
so
big
sorry.
frame
That's okay, no, that's
on the
fine.
bird up there for you.
It's me in your way.
I was just going to move it. We've got both birds up there at the moment, so
Yeah.
I was just going to go on to the other bird with this one. So that is exactly what I'll do.
There you go.
And this is a live cam, is it, on that one?
You might need to take glass.
Yeah, my camera goes live to this iPad, and we've also got a live
Oh,
picture
I
here
see.
of the nest.
I see.
Okay.
So that is live picture of the nest. On the right hand side of that screen, right in the bottom corner,
Yeah.
there is a peregrine lying down there.
Female.
What's that, little young chick?
Yeah, it's exactly the same size as the parents now. They're 6 weeks old.
Oh, right.
You can see her quite clearly. She's sitting over on the corner turret over there.
Oh,
You see her?
yeah. Yeah.
Right, now, she is 1/3 bigger than the male. Right?
Yeah.
The male is called a tersel,
Yeah.
and we only refer to falcons as females.
Females. All right.
But tersel is French for 1/3 smaller.
So it's smaller. All right.
She comes in at just over 2 pounds.
Wow. So what's the male weight?
Hold on, that I can tell you because there you go. Your average weight
Dad's up
Yeah.
there as well.
for a male is 680 grams,
Yeah.
and the average weight for a female is 1,125. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, very simple and effective.
Yeah.
Female,
Yeah.
wingspan.
Oh, right.
That's the male.
Male, wingspan.
Wow.
Put the two together.
Oh, that's nice. Look at it.
Well, in all birds of prey, until you get down to a merlin, which is the smallest bird of prey we get in this country, all the females are 1/3 bigger than males.
Oh, see.
All bigger.
All right.
The biggest, well, obviously the biggest bird of prey we get in this country now are white-tailed seagulls,
Yeah.
and they've got a wing. The female has got a wingspan of over 8 feet. Well, I'm 6 foot,
Cool.
so you've got another 2 feet on top of me. Okay.
Big, isn't it?
And we also have the largest owl in the world lives here freely, which is a European eagle owl.
Yeah.
And yeah, the female, she stands about that tall.
Yeah.
I've actually had one on my arm at a
Oh,
falconry centre,
lovely.
but it don't half make your arm ache.
I'll bet. Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, these guys come through the air at 202 miles an hour in a stoop dive
Yeah.
when they come straight down. So it's 2 miles an hour faster than what a Formula 1 driver drives his car.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah,
That is
they
incredible.
go up to about 3,000 or 4,000 feet, and they wait on. Have you seen the buzzards doing lazy, what we call lazy
yeah.
circles?
Yeah.
Well, these lazy circles.
Yeah.
Well, these guys do the same. They
Right.
just go up and they sit right up,
Yeah.
and when they see something, it's a case of in go the wings. They've got, like, if you get a really good look at one, they've got like baffles in the nose,
Yeah.
so they don't suffocate.
Yeah.
They've got an extra eyelid comes down, so they don't get dust in the eyes. Yeah,
That's
to
handy,
protect.
isn't it?
And they've got air sacs as well as their lungs, which they inflate so the lungs don't collapse when they dive.
Cool, because the pressure of the
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah, would do.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when they come in
Yeah.
to catch the prey,
Yeah.
it's the back talons that do the damage.
All right.
It's a reflex action.
Yeah.
They come in,
Yeah.
the feet come out, and it's that one that goes in,
Yeah.
and then those come forward.
So does that sort of kill the prey instantly?
It can do. You'll see the pigeons flying around. The pigeons are quite safe
Oh, right.
until the young leave the nest, and then they might have a go
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
for a bit of
Practice.
practice.
Yeah.
But as a rule, peregrines are open air hunters, so they've got to have that clear space. When they've hit the prey, they've got to, if you like, put the brakes on and catch it
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
before it hits the ground.
Yeah.
You will not see a peregrine hunt on the ground.
yeah.
They don't hunt on the ground at all,
Right. So they capture and kill in the air.
in the air.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one of their great traits, if you like.
Yeah.
But if you look at one of these, when it dives, I don't know whether you've ever seen pictures of the B-2 bomber that the Americans have built.
Yeah, yeah.
Very similar in profile to a
All right.
falcon
Right.
when it's flying.
So any time from now
Yeah,
onwards.
very similar. If you look at two in profile side by side,
Yeah.
it's a comparison a lot of people do.
Yeah.
You know, put them side by
So a
side.
day or two late.
Now that is the fastest bird alive, but
Yeah, and
Fastest bird on the planet.
it's the fastest animal on the planet.
Cool.
But
they need to get those.
theory, peregrine, pigeon, which one's going to be the fastest in level flight?
Pigeon?
Yeah,
Right.
the pigeon will outfly a peregrine. If you could release the two at the same time, pigeon has got faster acceleration
Right.
than what a peregrine has.
So all the peregrine's power is in its diving.
It's in its stoop.
Right.
That's where it gets its ability from.
Bit like the Stukas in the war.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Exactly.
high and then dive down on your prey.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And I suppose if you, with that comparison, yes, you've got the air brakes, the wings come out, brake,
No,
and it slows it down.
Yeah.
Here,
But
the
yeah,
peregrines, they have one duff egg. And she was
but there
favouring
is
the duff
a
egg.
little bird
She
that is
also,
actually
had an
faster
accident
than
with one
that.
chick. She put her talon right onto it.
There's a
was that?
little bird
Back in the
that
first
flies
round.
faster than the space shuttle on re-entry.
What's that? What bird would that be?
It is Anna's hummingbird.
Is it in English? A
No,
British
it's
bird?
not an English
All
bird.
right.
You don't get hummingbirds in this country.
All right. Okay.
But Anna's hummingbird,
Yeah.
when the male comes out of his mating flight,
Yeah.
he goes fifth. Let's get this right.
The mother,
I think it's about 150 times his body length in a second.
Oh, crikey.
And I mean, so he's only about this big
Yeah.
when he does his mating flight.
Yeah.
They've calculated, scientists have actually calculated, I've got a piece of paper at home, that he flies faster than the space shuttle coming in on re-entry.
Oh, true.
Yeah, a little bird called Anna's hummingbird.
That's incredible.
But these guys are actually, you know, recognised as the fastest animal alive. Parents, right? Now you're
There's so much going on with the
starters
fair
of the
festival.
family.
We decided it was.
You have children,
Yeah.
they spread out, don't they?
It was.
yeah.
It was.
But they are still you, if you know what.
Yeah, I
But
know what you mean.
they become, if you like, a subspecies of you, and the further it spreads out,
And apparently before.
but you can all trace it back to one. So these we get here are Falco peregrinus peregrinus. I have seen another variety of peregrine in this country called Falco peregrinus claudus, which is called the Arctic falcon because it's lighter than these.
Right.
But it's the same species,
Same species, right.
but it's adapted to live in colder climates.
Ah. Extra feathers keep
Yeah,
them warm.
it's adapted in size and biology to live, but you can trace its lineage back to these birds. They just all spread out and over the millennia they've adapted to live in different places. There's a peregrine falcon in Japan.
Yeah.
That's Falco peregrinus japonicus.
Yeah.
But it is exactly the same as the peregrine falcon here, but it might be slightly different colour, and it's adapted to eat slightly different things.
Oh, that's interesting. What
Yeah.
do they actually eat?
These, they will eat anything.
Anything.
These here, not this pair, but the pair that were here before, when their nest box has been analysed, they actually found bats.
Wow.
But what they do here,
Yeah.
they will sit here
Yeah.
and they will hunt at night because of night migration.
Yeah.
The street lights illuminate all the birds that migrate at night up. They're sitting in that, if you like, twilight zone where the birds that are going over can't see them, because as you just rightly seen here, they're very dark on top. So if you're looking down at night time, you're not going to see it. But if you're looking up at night, you're going to see the white. You're going to see the white. So they will catch anything that flies over. We've had woodpeckers here, all that sort of thing here.
I told him, I said, I'm not having your cat.
Wow.
But we don't know whether this is the centre of his territory or whether it's on the outskirts of his territory. But they do. He stays here all the year round. He will defend this all the year round because it's a prime nest site. She, after she's finished here, she's probably suspended her molt. But she will molt a few feathers when she's actually incubating, probably flight feathers, because they're the most important. But she will then suspend her molt because obviously these guys up here now, they need bigger food, which is where her size comes in. When she's incubating, Dad will bring in starlings and things like that. It's constant, so you can keep her fed. Constant food supply. When the chicks can be left, she will go out and she will bring the bigger prey in. Although he still brings in bits and pieces, she will bring in the bigger prey.
So when you say it protects its territory, what is the area of its territory? roughly?
5 mile diameter here.
5 miles. Wow.
5 miles, yeah.
So this is just like the bullseye.
Yeah,
And then-
it could be. We don't honestly know.
Yeah.
You could stick a compass in here and just draw a circle,
Yeah.
but we don't know. It could be to one side of its territory. It could be
Right.
offset, but that is where he will defend.
Yeah. Okay. And
These guys will sometimes go down to Pagham and hunt down at Pagham Harbour. They will hunt the birds down in Pagham Harbour.
right. And he defends against other peregrines or anything.
Peregrines and other birds of prey.
All right.
If we get a red kite go over here, you'll see these two go up and they start screaming
Right.
to ward it off. We've actually seen them take a buzzard out because it got too close.
Struth.
You know.
So they really do protect it big time.
Yeah, because this is prime site. The only way that these birds will get displaced is if a younger bird comes in.
Right. And then becomes the dominant.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's really funny. If a younger male comes in and displaces this one, the female has to accept the younger one. If she doesn't accept the younger one, she will drive the younger one away and will have this one back.
All right.
So he goes to all that hassle of advertising for a female and gets a female, and then she decides if a younger one comes in, okay, well I don't really want you. Out.
Off you go, and then the old man comes back.
Yeah.
Right.
And we have seen that here. We've seen that done here. We have had younger birds come in that have been brooded here to try and take this territory over.
Right.
But they've been driven away by the resident female.
Okay. All right.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is.
But as I say, if you go to any bird of prey centre, I know they're not going to be around much longer because of all the new legislation coming in.
No, I'll go.
But if you go, see if you can get any bird of prey, have a look at the beak. just up at the nasal cavity. You can see two, and they come down. So you can see the people flying around here, they've got no fear as such. Well, I say that, the last male that was here, Mr. and Mrs. Shaw called him Maverick for one reason. He'd hunt around here. He was mad, he really was. But, you know, but as I say, these guys normally, they will go over to the
All right.
downs and
Yeah,
that
then
way.
you've got all the details about it.
Okay.
But the
Please
first
keep it, it's
Peregrine
absolutely
we had
fine.
here in Peterborough,
Thank you.
Okay.
That'd be great.
every year she raised 4 chicks, and yeah, and she was about 15 years old when she finished her laying.
when did the ring
They lived till they were about
ask it?
15 years old as productive, and then you'll find they will just sort of just go through the menopause like most ladies. And yeah, my wife's just gone through that.
Oh, it's evil.
Yeah. You know, they will go away and possibly live for a few more years before they actually just die natural death.
I'm glad they're dying natural death.
Yeah, as a rule,
As a rule, yeah.
unless you get, I mean, say fisticuffs between peregrines can be quite serious.
Yeah, I bet it can.
Yeah, I bet it can.
Can be quite
I'd
serious,
say.
you know. Now, the only place that I know of where peregrines nest in abundance together is
Yeah.
on Lundy. If you go over to Lundy Island, because of the cliffs,
Yeah.
they've got 9 peregrine territories over there on that small island, purely and simply because the nest territory grows up and down the cliff. It's
Yeah.
not spread out that way.
Yeah.
It goes up
And they're
and down
safe there too.
vertically, you know. But I mean, say up there as well, if you look, you've got the turrets up here. If you go to the right hand side, you see the pointy one.
Yeah.
Can you see there's like a big bundle of twigs there?
Yeah.
Well, that's a raven's nest.
Oh. Cool. he's
Oh, I
told
see
us,
it.
Yeah, but well, they do and they don't, because ravens start to breed in January,
Yeah.
and when their chicks have fledged,
Yeah.
these guys are just coming back to lay.
Ah.
But they are neighbours on cliffs. You will often find a peregrine's nest and a raven's nest.
Oh, they get on well then.
Well, they're noisy neighbours.
They put up. They put up with each other.
Yes, they put up with each other.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely.
All right.
But they don't only nest on tall buildings, they will nest in trees. On the continent, they will nest in trees.
Yeah.
They will take over buzzards' nest or corvids' nests,
Yeah.
and they do actually nest on the ground as well.
Wow. Whereabouts? It would have to be pretty like some deserted or open plain type.
Yeah, where there aren't any trees, they nest on the
Right.
ground. Although saying that, for 2 years running, there was a peregrine nest in the middle of the tern colony down at Pagham Harbour.
Cool.
Ah.
It's true.
I actually saw that.
And would it attack the terns?
No.
Wow.
There you go. Who's going to attack a tern colony when you've got an apex predator nesting in the middle?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Not a lot of people.
Protection, haven't you?
Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
Not a lot. You know, not a lot of birds are going to take that chance. And of course, it's lookout, because the terns are always on the lookout. They alert the peregrine, because peregrine chicks can be predated when they're young.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, you'll get crows, rooks, ravens, and other birds of prey that, if they're nesting on a cliff, they will actually take them.
If the parents happen to be the way,
Yeah, yeah.
they will become victims of the
Yeah,
of the
they
crows
will, yeah.
and
And not only that, if they're nesting in a colony where with other seabirds, you'll find gulls will come in and take them as well.
Oh.
yeah,
You know, like everything else, you know, it's eat or be eaten
yeah,
as such.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. Because I mean, it's like, because I've seen seagulls attacking moorhen chicks and things,
Yeah, that's
and
right,
duck
yeah.
chicks. I thought, cool, it's incredible. And
Yeah.
the same thing happens even with birds of prey.
yeah. especially when they're not very old.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
when they're more. That's when they're very very
It's on the
vulnerable.
right hand side.
It's right in front of
I don't
you.
expect I'd be able to pick anything up by looking.
You might be
Through
able
there.
to. You can have a look. You might be able to. Some people do. He's had to give his falconry up because of the new legislation that's coming in. But has been rightly pointed out, and I've pointed out to a lot of people, in falconry centres, 90% of the birds that are there have been bred in captivity.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're used to human beings and they know no different. They're not treated, well, I say they're not treated cruelly in some places, they might be. But most of the falconry centres that I've been to, the people that look after those birds care passionately about the birds'
Yeah, yeah.
health, well-being,
Yeah.
and members of the public. It's the only way I believe that you can actually start to educate children, which is what we need to get at.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
We need to educate. This is why I do this and why I volunteer for a lot of other things as well associated with wildlife.
Yeah.
You have to educate the children,
Yeah, that's right, you do.
you know, and I think unfortunately falconry centres, or well, any captive thing like that, you know, even zoos and things like that, it's the only way to educate.
Yeah.
Well, how are you going to see them and educate your little ones?
Well, this is it, you know, they do need educating. I never had any of this when I was at school. All that I've learned because I'm interested in it. If you can spark that interest at an early age, then it's there for life.
I mean, our little granddaughter, she loves that. She's only
Yeah.
2, but oh, she loves it.
Hello,
I thought it's on my
on telly, yeah.
yeah, but it's on my Facebook.
Yes, on the Facebook page, yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. I've got, there's 2 in there.
Yes, there is.
2 or 3.
2.
Oh, I thought I saw 3.
Yeah, no, the third one died, unfortunately. But no, there's 2.
They're so cute. They're fluffy, aren't they?
Yeah, there's,
Well, they have 4, did they, or 3?
no, they had 4 eggs originally.
But one didn't actually.
1 didn't hatch, 3 hatched. But the 2 youngsters that are up there now are probably due to go this week.
You called them names, didn't you? I can't remember what their names were.
I don't think these are named. I know the ones in Salisbury are named.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought it was these ones.
No, I know the ones in Salisbury are named. But,
One
yeah.
was a girl and boy, wasn't it?
That's
And you
right,
said,
yeah.
I can't remember their names.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's all right. There we go.
They are beautiful birds.
Yeah.
Stranger.
Very well, thank you. Mum's up there. She's still on the left. If you look through there, Dad's in there. How you doing? All right?
Oh yeah.
That's Dad.
Hello, Dad. Let's come down with the camera.
There's live pictures over there of the nest site and one of the
No, the one that
I don't know
you can
which
see
one.
through this one is
Have
the
you got
male.
Mum on the
He's sat
tablet there, David?
No, I just had to go and get myself a power supply.
Oh, right.
Left-hand side, that's the female.
It'll be back in a minute.
Whose is the whopping camera?
Power is.
Ah.
It's moved, has he?
No, just his head.
Yeah, it looks like a
bit like your model, actually.
yeah. It just
That's-
sits
that's
there.
mine.
No, that's David's.
So where physically is that on there? Where are we looking at? Where's it?
So this isn't quite, it's not quite the taken on that side, but you can imagine it sort of thing. So it's sat on this point here.
Oh, okay.
Like this week, Wednesday there's
So what will they take? Pigeons and things?
No, well they do take pigeons, but not generally sort of around here. Directly around
A bag, a battery out of my bag, please.
What did you?
It's other side, Janet, other side.
Which bag?
The grey bag. And if you can find a longer mini Jack lead, that would be helpful too.
Yeah. So
It's amazing how it sucks energy.
Sarah. She's
You can have a longer one of those.
And look by the seats.
From there, which one's on the left?
The one on the left is the
That's right.
The one on the left is the female, and the one on the right is the male.
So it's not long before they fledge, is it?
We think they'll possibly go on Wednesday.
Yes, I did.
Right. Okay, ready for this? And it was making such a...
No, okay, let me try the orange one. Excuse me.
So I said on the WhatsApp group, I don't know who's controlling today, but and then posted that video.
That'll work.
They came over and had a chat. And they were sweet. But the moment they stopped,
Janet, I'm okay, that's fine, that will work.
to fish in that area again. I believe it's so they obviously
That'll work.
oh, but we have fabulous time with the gallets.
There we go.
Oh, it's just stunning. Really stunning.
They are absolutely beautiful.
And I want to go to Scotland. And I think the activity you have to talk about perspective is just getting a crease.
Yeah, it's surprising.
Can you sing?
Pushing up under as well.
Do they return to nest here every year? Do they live here?
He's here 365 days a year. That'll take us to the web.
Oh, should we have a look on Wednesday then?
There's two webcams. There's one see from that,
Yeah. I think we should not spring.
They do get me, yeah, what's that? Yeah, Holly mentioned quite a lot. She's quite keen. Well, that's pretty good, yeah. Yeah, for sure. But there's a wider angle one as well,
Yeah.
so which is sort of closer to where she's. But yeah,
So
he's here throughout at some point during every day. He'll come and have a look. It wants to there's no chance it doesn't really need to presently. He always stays here because he wants to guard the territory. Prime spot, basically. She's here most of the time. Once the chicks fledge, we'll get to
So what's their hunting sort of range? Yeah, that's the best time of the year.